we'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons versus Jacoby Brissett and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They start on the ground with Geis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first. First play from scrimmage.
It's a gain of 20.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll run with Geis. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett got his man complete over the middle. That's Saunders. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Brought him down. A gain of 12. First down, Saints.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A first look here for DJ Dallas. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
At the 4-yard line.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 15 carries, 71 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Very there defensively.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The score is Saints 3. Falcons.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 26.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. A first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Ball carrier.
The numbers for Smallwood last week. 16 carries, 87 yards and a touch. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. From the 29, Brissett over the middle, complete. It's Saunders. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Third down.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runners give us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Falcons' 43-yard line.
Geis with a carry on second down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Saints 3.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Geis down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Saints 6.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught. But how about that one? He wielded it one-handed for a touchdown.
And partner, is there anything Julio Jones can't do on the football field? Did you see that catch? That was one-handed, right? I did see that with my own eyes,
You
right?
saw it correct.
Okay, I know we've watched him practice it. We know he does it in a pregame routine. But still, to do it in the heat of competition, being defended, phenomenal.
To try here for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Callaway, the return man. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
No!
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
1st down, Saints.
Into the air once more, it's Brissett. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the draw, they go to Geis. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
On the ground, it's Geis. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 32. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First down, New Orleans.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends.
It's second and inches.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Able to find his running back, Geis. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
First down, Saints.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
3rd down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Brissett off to Geis on the screen. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Brissett. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks. Back for the second half of Thursday Night Football in just a moment. But first, the bye weeks are over. We've got a full slate of 16 games once again. So let's give everybody a look ahead at what's to come here.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Will Lutz to kick off for New
The
Orleans.
Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own
Well, here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Ryan completes this to Waring. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanchez. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. This is Geis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Ryan to throw.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Marshawn Lattimore.
Third and long, it's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Saints.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Geis, the ball carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First down.
Here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up.
Now Brissett. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. It's third and long for Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
And partner, is there anything Julio Jones can't do on the football field? One-handed, hauls it in, just snatches it out of the air. He's absolutely impressive and amazing at times.
That was a great one-handed catch. I probably wouldn't want him trying a 50-yard field goal, though. But everything else, I think you're right.
Is that the only thing? Right now, I'm not so sure he couldn't kick it through there, but the way that he goes up and catches the ball, his quarterback, extremely happy to have him on his squad.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Callaway, the return man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. First down, Brissett. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. A gain of 6 there on first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Brissett. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
3-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on? And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Play action. Ryan looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. That one good for 37 yards.
19-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And this is caught.
And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Callaway, the return man. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Brissett looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Saunders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
Here's Brissett. This is complete to Michael Thomas. That catch good for only a couple. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Brissett again. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Brissett. That's complete to Jake Butt. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Brissett. He'll check it down to Geis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. That's complete right around the 8. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Brissett. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.